congratulations on the series.
Thank you.
How are you feeling?
I feel good. It's actually like hearing you guys and your excitement for it is really cool because nobody's seen it yet, and it actually took me a long time to watch it because we shot it like almost 2 years ago, and then when I saw it, I was like, seeing it as a fan, I was like, this is good. I want to see more episodes.
Well, Willis is such an interesting, endearing character. How
Thank
do you
you.
relate? I need to know because I see so many similarities as an outsider. And also, how did you prep for this role?
Yeah, there was actually so many parallels between Willis's and my life. I've been a background actor, or I felt like I've been stuck in a background, also. And I've been generic Asian man. I was Chinese teenager #1. I was person in line, and then I was tech guy, right, in Silicon Valley. So I felt like all of these things, all these roles were assigned and little boxes were put in, especially as Asian Americans. I've gone through that journey of trying to break through each of them. And in a way, it's very similar to Willis and even my family dynamic, Like Asian parents, and kids, we don't say I love you to each other, right?
It's so true.
But there is so much love, but it's almost deeper in that way. And there's an avoidance. There's times where we don't talk because we're just not very verbally, generationally, we can't verbally talk very well. So the scenes with like Tai Ma, with Diana, there's a lot of unspoken, but I think it's beautiful in that way, and it's very much our culture, so I can really relate to all of that.
I love the deeper messages. I want to bring up this line. Ever since I was a boy, I dreamt of being a hero, which is hard if you look like me. Like, first of all, wow. But also, I want to know for you, of course, this is a dream role. You're number one on the call sheet.
Yeah.
But are there any other dream roles that you still have on the bucket list?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I would love to be in a Martin Scorsese movie playing a gangster or something like, or I would love to be a superhero, right? Like, there's so many fun stuff. But the great thing about this role is within this role, I get to play so many different things. He is I'm the leading man, but he's actually a background actor. That is so cool. And like the juxtaposition is so fun. And yeah, he's an underdog, and I think that's always fun to explore. And there's such an arc to the show. Episode 1, where he started, to me, he's just like a kid, he's like trying to find himself. And then as he progresses, like I've never played a character where there's so much change within someone so quickly. He almost like really grows up in front of your eyes. And every episode, I really get to play something different, which is very rewarding.
I see it already 5 episodes in, and I can't wait to watch the rest. But I also wanted to say congrats on Big and Tall, the comedy tour.
Oh, thank you.
Kicking off. You're going to be traveling a ton. You're a foodie.
Yes.
So I want to know, what does a perfect day in your life look like? What are you doing?
Oh, love this question. Actually just kicked off the tour. First show, it was at Carnegie Hall in New York.
I saw.
Incredible.
Cantonese on stage.
Yo, it was so cool. But that was a really nice day. I just woke up, I prepped my material, and then I went down the street to Momofuku, got a bowl of noodles. Like, nobody bothered me. I was writing my material. And then I did my show, and then in between the shows, we ordered Halal Guys Catering, which is one of my favorite things in New York. And then after the show, we went karaoke.
Where do you go to karaoke?
Actually, Aquafina came out to the show. She's like my sister. She's like one of my favorite people. And she got the hookup in New York in karaoke. I don't even know where we went, to be honest with you. But we went to somewhere for karaoke.
I'll have to ask her, but all great recommendations. I can't wait to see the rest of the tour and the rest of the series. But thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Lots of good stuff on the horizon. Congratulations on the series, you two. Loved it so far. I need all the episodes.
Yeah.
But I love this concept that your characters are trapped in a TV show. So I have to know, for each of you, if you could choose what show you were trapped in, what would it be?
Love this question, Asia.
Have you not gotten it yet?
No.
Okay.
First one.
Amazing.
Yeah.
An honor.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
The TV show in real life.
Yeah. You
the
could
two.
choose what you're
Got
trapped
it,
in. Yeah.
got it.
Labyrinth?
Labyrinth. Okay.
Can I be a little Muppet baby?
Oh, the movie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I love it.
Pick a TV show.
No,
I mean,
no,
I'd
the
love to
movie's
be like
good.
a critter, and I'd love to live in a world where you can do anything you want.
And
Fly,
and-
sing.
Yeah, and what's his name is there?
David Bowie.
David Bowie.
Jennifer Connelly.
Yes.
I love it. What a throwback. Okay, and how about
Yeah.
you?
What show?
Oh, the news?
or or movie. Let's say the movie Sandlot,
Okay. And why the Sandlot?
because James Earl Jones is there, and we're just playing baseball.
But there's a dog that
the
could
dog.
hurt
Look,
you.
there could be some dangerous dogs running around.
I guess there could be some in the labyrinth as well.
That's right.
I
There is
love
a
both
dangerous
of
dog in
these
the
throwback answers, though. It's bringing us
Yeah.
full circle to this moment because there's a timeless essence to this. But I want to know for you two, with these characters, it's interesting because when we first meet them, they're kind of caricatures, but as the story goes on, we see more humanity, more depth. What was your approach to this character, Lisa?
I come from like a sketch comedy background, so I just played it as if I had been cast as a detective in a sketch. You know, if I had to walk out I did a lot of like broke bad comedy for a long time where there was no costumes, really bad shiny wigs. So if you had walked out, you really had to like embody the physicality and everything of the character. So I just tried to do that, go like over the top, broad character detective.
I feel like it comes across, but I'm starting to see more of her personality and like the deeper elements come through. So I'm excited to see the rest. And then Sullivan, for you, it's really interesting because the series has so many deep messages. I'm wondering if there's a specific theme that comes across for you, especially being an actor. I feel like there's so much inspiration in this series.
Yeah.
Any messages that strike
working
you?
with Taika was tough because he's there and he's just like, I have a vision and I have words that I want you to say
He
Well, I do have a
he
vision.
pays a lot of money.
God, I'm so sorry, Taika.
You have
Not
a vision,
again.
and
And
you
we
forget
have a-
that vision is the only vision.
Thank you for
Taika's
crashing
vision
this
is the
interview.
only vision.
We were told Taika's vision is the only,
only
vision,
vision.
so we just stuck with that.
Redo it all.
At first, I was like, wait, this is going a totally different direction. What was it like to work with Taika on set? Truly. He's not, I don't think he's listening anymore. So
Yeah,
you're good.
I think it was amazing. It was like being in 7th grade or 8th grade with the really smart kid in the back of the class who like wasn't paying attention but knew all the answers and was having fun and telling jokes. And you're like, the teacher's like, hey man, relax, focus. But you're like, I want to be with whatever that guy is doing. Because he's just like, he has this energy and he creates this environment that's just like fun, but is so clear about what it wants to do.
And he's definitely spiking the punch at the dance. This character.
100%
Yes.
trying to get everybody drunk.
Yeah.
Sounds like the most fun ever. Like I said, can't wait to see the rest of it. Congratulations to you two.
Thank you.
Congratulations to you two. This show is incredible. I've only seen 5 episodes so far, but can't wait for the rest. And I need to see more from
Okay.
your characters. I love how they're trapped in this TV show, essentially. So my first question for you is, if you could choose what TV show to be trapped in real life, what would it be for both of you?
Wow. Okay.
Good question.
No, I know. I have to think about that one.
Archie, do you have anything off the top of your
Good.
head?
If you have to be trapped in a show, what would it be? Trapped in? Probably would be. I don't know. I'm gonna defer to you for a
Okay.
second. What about
I would be. I would think NYPD Blue.
Okay.
I like the track because I like the character that I play in that show, because he was a Chinese American detective, all right, and because he has a certain accent, right, and he speaks like a person typing without the space bar.
Typing without the space
Yeah, he's
bar,
a,
just
because
fast, nonstop.
Yeah, because he basically had about 10 pots of coffee already by the time he gets into the precinct,
That's
right?
a fast-paced character.
Oh, you should see that character. And here's the beauty of it is that it's based on a real guy. Okay,
that's
that
incredible.
character is based on a real guy. And what I like about it is just because the person speaks with an accent, it doesn't mean he cannot do his job and do it well.
Absolutely.
And he was the expert. They would call him in if there was anything happening with the Chinese community or the Asian community, especially in Chinatown. They would call him in, and he's actually a crackerjack interrogator. So he's one of those guys that he said, "You lie, I know."
Well, speaking of the Asian American community, you're both legendary actors. But, Ty, you really have been foundational in representation for the community. And there is a line that Willis says. He says, this is how they see me. This is my way in. So I'm wondering, how would you describe your way into the industry?
care less,
Careless.
and be more discriminate, and really develop a sense of taste, develop a sense of what you can save, because there are not that many good scripts out there, right? So I look at the script and I said, okay, what can I salvage in the script? If the answer is yes, I say yes. I go in there and say, well, these are my concerns. Can we do it this way? This is my contribution. If I look at the script and say, okay, there's nothing salvageable, then I say no. Nobody twists my arm to do it. So I can dare say everything that I've ever done, I said yes to because I wanted to say yes. If not, I would say no. I said, no, I can't do it.
I think that's very admirable. And Archie, another tie back for your character in this particular series, I love how there's a moment where Willis realizes that Kung Fu Guy can be seen as a compliment or something negative. I'm wondering if that resonates with you at all, given you've been recognized as an action star and your experience in TV and film. Were there any messages where you saw it on paper, you saw it being played out, and you're like, I relate to that?
Yeah.
Good questions,
Really
man.
good questions.
Jeez.
Oh my gosh,
No,
thanks.
Asia, look at you.
Thank
Telling you, right?
Yeah,
It was like a
really.
what? Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. Especially when I first started my career, like many moons ago, there was a lonely place to be an Asian American male actor, right? And one that didn't actually do martial arts, and one that didn't speak Chinese. Like it was, I didn't have any of the opportunities to, and I'm not known as a comic or anything, any of those things. So just a very mainstream Asian guy that oddly, there wasn't really that much of a marketplace for that at the time.
Yeah.
So I was trying to learn how to be Asian, if that makes any sense, right?
Yeah.
So, but I grew up, as I was saying in an earlier interview, I grew up on a farm in Pennsylvania raised by white people. So I was, very much of that mindset, then having to try to learn how to be Asian so I could try to fit in was weird for me to,
Yeah.
But to that extent, I moved to Asia like 5.5 years ago, and that's interestingly that's what gave me the opportunity to come back and speak some of this dialogue in Chinese. So
So awesome.
you never really know where the journey's going to take you. You just kind of go on it.
Well, appreciate both of your time. Congratulations again on the series.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.